October is Domestic Violence Awareness Month, a time to honor survivors, support those still living in fear, and recommit to ending abuse in all its forms. At No Peace, No Quiet, we believe awareness is only the first step. Lasting change happens when survivors have the tools, resources, and community support to take their power back. What taking your power back means: abuse strips away safety, self-worth, and often a person's voice. Taking your power back is about reclaiming control over your life. It looks different for everyone. For some, it's setting boundaries. For others, it's securing housing, filing for a restraining order, finding trauma-informed counseling, or rediscovering joy in daily life. Power is personal, and so is healing. The role of community. No survivor should have to do this alone. Communities must step up. Friends who listen without judgment, employers who guard against workplace harassment, schools that recognize warning signs, and lawmakers who close loopholes that let abusers weaponize technology and social media. Collective accountability creates safer spaces where survivors are believed and supported. Why awareness must become action. Domestic violence impacts 1 in 3 women and 1 in 4 men in the U.S., yet numbers alone don't capture the obstacles survivors face: legal systems that minimize harm, social bias that blames victims, and inconsistent state policies that fail to prioritize training for law enforcement and prosecutors. Since 2018, more than $2.5 billion has been allocated under the Violence Against Women Act, VAWA, with requirements that states dedicate 25% to law enforcement training and 25% to prosecution. But compliance and reporting remain inconsistent. Too many states still lack mandatory, ongoing training, leaving survivor safety dependent on geography rather than guaranteed rights. That's the focus of our new white paper, Bridging the Gap: the persistent undertraining by the states for mandatory law enforcement training on domestic violence, sexual assault, and stalking, despite over $2.50 billion in federal funding for VAWA since 2018. The report, releasing later this month, exposes how funding intent is not meeting reality, and why stronger oversight is urgently needed. How you can take part, learn, recognize the signs of abuse, both online and offline. Speak up, challenge harmful stereotypes and victim-blaming language. Support, donate, volunteer, or partner with survivor-centered organizations. Hold systems accountable, follow legislative updates, attend hearings, and demand transparency on how federal and state funds are used. Our commitment. At No Peace, No Quiet, our mission is to create safe spaces online and offline for survivors of domestic violence, stalking, sexual assault, and harassment. We push for legislative reform, expand digital safety education, and amplify survivor voices. Social bias doesn't end in the courtroom. It shapes legal outcomes and follows survivors onto social media, where harmful narratives are amplified and survivors are harassed instead of supported. We're committed to breaking that cycle, holding systems accountable, and ensuring survivors are protected and heard. This October, awareness isn't enough. It's time for results. If you found this article helpful, please like, comment, share, and follow us for more.